till we know them.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to do that worry-free, because if you leave your children with like a daycare or something, you're always afraid.
No, that's it. But for me, at least, it would have always been impossible.
Yeah.
Just grandparents.
Yeah, for me too.
Perhaps my brother, you know.
No,
No?
not my brother. No.
Yeah.
If he like 2 hours to play with Dexter, then I'm like 2 hours is not. They are not used to.
It's a full day job. Full-time
And he's
job.
like, oh Dexter, can you stop playing? Huh?
So Wesley, how are you? 4 days out?
Yeah, 4 days out.
No, 3. What is it? What
It's
is
the 26th, so on March 1st.
4, 3, I don't. 4, 3.
It's now Monday, right?
Yeah.
Friday is the show, so 4 days.
4 days.
June, yeah. Well, I feel excited, of course, for the show. I think the shape will be the best so far. Every time that we do a competition, we manage to be a little bit more conditioned and remain the fullness, keep the fullness intact. And I think this competition is going to be different from the others, because they might, well, I'm pretty sure they will appreciate my kind of classical physique a bit more compared to the traditional competitions that I'm used to. So it's going to be very exciting. And I'm just looking forward to the show, because it might really be a battle between the top, and there's a chance that I'll be in there as well, which some people might not expect, and other people want that to happen. But I do hope I just get the opportunity to do so, to really stand next to the best guys in this lineup and see, okay, what really is the difference here? And yeah, it's just gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and things will also look very different after the carb up, because I do notice that I'm pretty flat, but that's good, because you need that to get the super compensation from the carbs and also to not have any stress for the weigh-ins. But at the same time, I've been doing competitions without an off-season for quite a long time now, ever since pretty much the European Pro last year. Then I did Dubai, then the Olympia, then Romania, and then yes, I had a couple of weeks of off-season in between the Olympia and now, but it's not really an off-season. So in my mind, I'm kind of like in the flow of doing competitions. So every time you do get to a lower body fat and better conditioning, but mentally, it's like the feeling of freedom is kind of very far behind in your rear view mirror. So that's always a different thing to experience compared to being fresh after like a long off season. But it's fun. This is what we do as bodybuilders. We do competitions, we're professionals, and you know, we're once again here in America, so it's a dream come true. You live your passion, and we try to go for a better spot every single time. So to make a long story short, I'm excited for the show.
After our the last 2 videos we published,
Yeah.
especially the form check, was really, the feedback from the German people was really positive. They really liked it.
Nice. I that's what I like, because sometimes, yeah, you never know when you are very transparent and you show everything how people are going to react. Because for me, I'm like, okay, I look at myself in the mirror, and it's not like I'm looking at me, but I'm looking at like a project or a sculpture, and you're your own worst critic. So you're like, oh, this can be better or that can be better. But after all, it's about what other people think of you, like the audience. For me, like the general public, that opinion to me is always going to be the most important, because without them, there would not be bodybuilding. So when they think it looks good, then, you know, mission accomplished in a big sense already. But ultimately, you do want the judges to agree with them as well. So let's try to tick all of those boxes at the Arnold Classic. Pretty special. I have a feeling I have a feeling something unexpected will happen, or something will happen that people won't, like the war, you never know what happens in a war. Anything can happen. So if everybody really brings their A game, and it's really going to be, we know Steve, he can really put you through a lot of rounds of posing, and then it's all about who can maintain their presentation and their composure, and who really wants it,
We
so.
will all keep talking about the classic physique after that,
Yeah.
because it's just not that density of quality athletes in the open.
No.
Not in that top 5. The top 5 is just
Yeah, it's 1 and 2 basically. It's a 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's a 1 and 2 show.
Because who would be third?
From third.
Yeah, it's like a huge variance that you can choose from. But 1 and 2 we know for sure, basically. But and I think with the classics, some people might think so as well, who 1 and 2 is going to be. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than people might think. And the top 5 is going to be insane. So that's going to be fun. That's what bodybuilding is about.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
To pay extra fees. Very good. Placing of the legs also is as I wanted. It's good. Quality. Push the leg through. Yes. Quarter turn.
Ich atme mal durch den Mund.
Quarter turn. Yes. And face front. You just get more density when you straight
squeeze it.
Totally.
Yeah,
Because then the bubble of the quad is also coming out. And front double. Good. Good. Very good. Side chest. Ooh. Great. Back lever. Yes. Great. Really great. Abs and thighs. Such a good improvement. I saved it. Your favorite classic. Absolutely awesome. Huge improvement. You also see it in the how is it called? Lower leg. The whole lower leg. Yeah, not only the calf. How the skin texture is on the lower leg, because you really always had that sumpy, that below knee region.
Yeah.
And even that got better now, and placement of the legs, you show so much more detail from the front, from the back, really putting on a better illusion of everything. Posing is so much improved as condition is, so absolutely super happy. It's not only a good step forward, it's really a huge jump. It's really a huge jump. And there you actually see, in such a short time, if everything clicks, if you're mentally there, and if you can use every day for yourself and for your improvement, short time can really make a difference. It's just, and that's something I recognized in bodybuilder progression, that most people, or a lot of people, just don't use the day.
True.
And it goes and it keeps going and it keeps going, but nothing has happened. Then 6, 7, 12 24, 30 months go ahead with just never used a day, and you truly used every fucking day since the Olympia to show us a better physique, and that's absolutely great.
Of doing, like, you've done the shows back to back, and then it's kind of mentally easier. Okay, I've been doing this for so long, let's keep the cardio in, let's keep the steps in, let's keep the training as it is, keep the food in.
And also, which actually we had last week. I think the people didn't listen to it right now, but you had insanely high calories until the end.
Yeah.
But the point was, you never went out of shape.
No.
You never. You stayed in the structure. We went up the calories. We kept up the calories. We kept feeding the machine, and the condition just came naturally. And we actually we had more days we needed to hold back than actually to push.
Yeah, I was also surprised in the last couple of weeks with like 200 grams, 300, 400.
I just want to say there were not really a lot of 200 more days.
Yeah,
it was
400.
more than 300 and 400 more.
True.
Actually be a benefit mentally, because you knew, okay, I have to make every day count because it's such a short time to make those improvements. And I think that's why it was such a good progressive off-season, even when it was that short. And you really trained your metabolism, because I remember the first time we worked with Stefan, you had to go really, really low with calories, and your condition wasn't nearly as good as it is right now. So you have to eat much more, or you could eat much more calories and got in much better shape right now.
When we had to do like a lot of cardio, very low in calories, and we were like, why the hell is the weight not dropping? Like, what's going on?
I already said before that
to hold that condition, and you could eat much more to get in shape.
Week after week, because we had more time. Because between Dubai and Olympia was only like 6 weeks or something. It's not really enough to increase calories too much, because you got to go down right away. But now we kept increasing, and the shape, like Stefan said, it just stayed. And I only got stronger in the gym. Yes, the weight climbed slowly, but not too quick. And I think around 119 to 120 kilos, that was the max that we were going to go to in terms of weight.
Was sagst du?
Ja, top.
Hast du geklatscht oder nicht geklatscht?
Ich? Ja, ich bin immer begeistert, wenn ich ihn so sehe.
Aber das ist schon.
Ja, also ist halt, wenn ich ihn so live sehe, ich gucke dann auch immer so auf die Sachen, die mir so besonders gefallen. Halt so diese Schulter-Arm-Partie von hinten, das ist wirklich, da fällt mir gar keiner ein, der das hat auf der Welt. Da gucke ich dann immer so drauf, mit der Fernbrille. Aber wir haben ja kurz schon seine Schwächen gerade angesprochen. Das kommt dann halt auf der Bühne raus, wenn die anderen Jungs daneben stehen, die dann vielleicht im Beinbizeps, Gluteusbereich, Adduktoren besser aufgestellt sind und dann das Gesamtbild entsprechend Bodybuilding oder Bodybuilding-Kriterien vielleicht ein bisschen stimmiger ist, dann muss man das halt nochmal neu vergleichen. Aber so, wenn er vor mir steht, dann gucke ich immer so auf die Sachen, die mir halt so besonders gefallen. Ne? Jetzt mal ganz unabhängig von Bodybuilding-Kriterien. Einfach, wo ich sage, das sieht einfach richtig geil aus. Richtig geil aus einfach.
Machen wir wieder Groove-Dingsbums an.
Supertramp ist ein bisschen.
Das Geburtstagskind müde.
Supertramp ist ein bisschen. Ich sag's lieber nicht.
Bist du zufrieden?
Ja, extrem.
Lehn dich mal zurück, sonst sieht es ein bisschen schier aus. Schier Licht.
Du findest, dass ich irgendwann noch mal gut ausgeschaut habe?
Nee.
Eben.
Akzeptabel.
Aber es bewegt sich wieder in eine positive Richtung.
Wesley?
Na, niemand.
Weil wir sind jetzt 3 Tage hier und wir
Den
haben
schönen
wieder,
Prinzen.
Wir haben weder einen Alkohol noch einen Food-Exzess gehabt in 3 Tagen.
Ein Burger.
Ein Cocktail.
Sucht und Ordnung hier in der Wiki.
Es läuft alles so, wie es laufen
Hast du
sollte.
heute Cardio gemacht?
Ich bin mit dem Urs, 40 Minuten sind wir gegangen. Also ja.
Turn left after 250 meters.
Okay, tschüss, danke. Piep.